Well, how y'all doing here? Great. This is my studio, and this is my other PC in the studio. If you can see, it says please keep your PC on and plugged in. So this is upgraded to Windows 11 Pro 23H2, and this is not supposed to have this. Now, the reason why I'm talking to you in the dark is because this monitor is sometimes, well, it's an LCD. It's not an LED. It's liquid crystal. Okay. So so that's the way it is. So I'm talking to you in the dark. I'm not hiding myself. I'll tell the AI to put the lights on, but yeah, this took 3 days. Now you're saying, gee, how did it took 3 days? Well, when I first did it and I ran the script, it took a long time to download. Download over wireless. And this one's a little slow. This is an AP4, a 2.8 gigahertz processor. It can be overclocked to 3.2. Now we have to do the cleaning. I have two SSDs in this. One is for the operating system, and the other one is for when I do work, because I was using this to make music and stuff like that. But 8 gig of RAM is not enough to make music. So, and if I use on my and more cores, it's a little different. I noticed something here when I did it on the other computer. Okay, so now the OneDrive is trying to update. There's a couple of updates because on my other machine I had to let it update. So here's Wise Game Booster. So Wise Game Booster said it found 30 issues, right? It found 30 issues. Well, I had to do this in the dark because you're not going to see if I put the light on. 30 issues. Please click and optimize all to be fixed. 16 items can be optimized. 8 processors can be extended and freed up memory. 6 services can be ended. So what's optimized? So we saved 1 gig, 1,294 megabyte of memory has been saved. Mostly Microsoft Edge. I know there is a program, there's a script out there that can remove the edge, but it says it doesn't recommend it. Yeah, because the whole operating system is so Windows is based on original Windows 1.1, 1.1, 1.2, 0.30, and all the way up to now where it is. It's overlaying. It still have it's got old apps, from the past. They need to redo it from scratch instead of just building over layers. That's what they do with Android. I don't know if I think they do that with Linux as well. See, I had to make sure my I have a expensive sound mixer. I had to make sure that I get loaded, and it did see it. What's going else on here? So now we have to run WiseCare 365. Oh wow, we don't hear no beeping. I have to reboot the computer. I know there's a newer version. I'll have to see. This is 6.6.2. I helped them with this. I had Jet Clean, but Jet Clean was not had a bug in it. So and there was another one called Windows Tune, but they considered that one to be like some kind of Trojan or malware thing. But at the time, it was able to clean. So this is what it's based on. I mean, not based on, but it uses the same kind of algorithms to clean out the machine. But if Windows had this built in, and its AI said, "Hey, your system needs to be clean," and you don't have to keep doing this, it'll say, "Hey, do you want your system to be clean, or you want that to be delayed?" And it would do it. Then you wouldn't have to do this because I know this can do it automatically. But you can see that, right? Yeah. Yeah. I have none of the clips. Okay, so it freed up 2,196. Now, this is what you're going to have to do after you install Windows 11 Pro or Home 2.23H. You're going to have to clean up the computer. You're going to go through everything. I'm going to show through everything and show you everything that way I cannot show you when I do, what do you call it again? When I can't do, when I do screen capture. So this is a Sony monitor. This was made in 2012. Time is a TV monitor. Okay, it did it pretty quick. I don't have really a lot of stuff on here. This is a 40-inch screen. We do have another 23-inch. So that'll be 23 and 40. That would make it 43-inch. But right now I have no place to put that. Even though to remind, I had on the side. So we have one for portrait, and then this would be landscape mode, just like I have in the master room with the 46-inch and the 27-inch. But I need to do it this one. So this is an APU. This is 2 cores plus 4 cores for the GPU. That gives you 6 cores. That's how it was rated at. So these are APUs. These are like what the Ryzen chip is an APU. It's like the next generation. Okay, so we just did cleanup. Now we're going to do advanced cleaner. We already did the registry cleaner. Okay, remove temporary file. Now we're going to do system clean. Now, this is what I noticed when you install Windows or Windows Update. It still dumps these Japanese IMEs, Korean IMEs, traditional Chinese IMEs files. Now, I made a mistake one time and I removed the help files. I wouldn't recommend it. It has some weird results. There's too much overlaying going on in the background, and you have to leave them, even though you might not be using them. Okay, so I selected the Windows baseline catchy and the IMEs for Korean and Chinese. I don't need that. Why is that in there? Okay, let's slim down. It's going to create a system restore. If you want to keep your vehicle working perfectly, Don't you want to keep your computer working perfectly? Mechanical hard drives will crash. SSDs eventually they will degrade in performance because their memory, accessing memory, memory. If you keep the computer cooled and you clean it out now and then, and you keep your CPU silver oxide on the CPU, every so many years, you don't wait 20 years to do it because it doesn't make no sense. All right, so now we're gonna go. We just did PC checkup and we did all the system clean. Then we have system tune up. Doesn't say to have anything optimized. Okay, we can't do a disk defrag because we don't have no disk because it says SSDs are in there. I have about 400, almost 512 SSD. Don't really need anything there. Okay, so. But I want to do registry defrag. So registry defrag says the last time was 8/31/23. That was August. Okay, analyze. So this is something you can't really do when you're doing screen capture. So it says here, optimization rate is 0.78. It says you can defrag defrag the registry next time. But I'm looking at the sizes. Current size 95, 95, 768. So this one can be reduced to 520. This is 128, can be reduced to 72. 512 can be reduced to 288. 256 can be reduced to 192. 10.50 megabytes can be reduced to 10.34. 10 can be reduced to 9. So I'm going to reduce it. So defrag, hit. Now this is the frag in the registry. So the regular is going to compact the registry. It's going to shrink it down. This helps with when you boot up the computer. It'll boot up much faster. That's what it's for. Every time you add files, update everything, that registry gets it gets fragmented. It gets gaps. That's been around for a long time, since Windows 3.1. It hasn't updates are on the way, so there's more updates. Has to be updated. You're not going to see this with light on, so that's why we have darkness. I'm not hiding myself. I don't have to dress up. Some people wear a mask and try to be something else. I don't know. There's no point of doing that. It doesn't make you look suspicious. Keep the machine clean. Take it apart. They have electronic broom to blow your yard waste around. Yeah, they have that stuff. Use that. Blow out your machine. Blow out. Make sure all the dust is out. Well, you're mad. Do it outside. Don't do it in your house. That's repetitive. Updates are on their way. Please keep your computer on. This is a long process. Maybe if you start from scratch and don't upgrade on top of, we're going to have to run WiseCare again because we have other files, other stuff that is going to be installed. So this is a long process. But like I said, as long as we have guys that would sit there and try to figure out how to bypass Microsoft restrictions. I don't have the money to buy no new PC. I thought the PC we bought had enough power to take care of it, right? Yeah, I got that. I don't want people to see my information. What I got here? I'm using a Microsoft keyboard, one of those ones that's split into two. I should have bought a gaming one. And then I bought a Logitech wireless mouse. But it's slow. You can't play games with it. It has a ball on it. Yeah. I'm not using it. I'm using a gaming mouse from Amazon. Cheap knockoff. But it's all right. It does what it's supposed to do. We got Wi-Fi on here. 802. Wi-Fi 5. Well, that's pretty much what's running. We're running business class access points, and they go up to Wi-Fi 5. They don't go up to Wi-Fi 6. I would have to change out things, and I would have to, this computer's not bad. I only paid Staples had it on sale. I bought 2 computers. I was going to buy 3 of them because they were so cheap at the time. But I didn't do it. I wanted 2 of what I have that got in the other room, but they were sold out. Okay. I know it's not what's not loading is why isn't quick CPU loading? You don't hear no sound. I have it turned off in this on the. Oh, it's found 11 issues. No, I have it turned off in the mixer because I have my digital keyboard hooked up to. I have a studio keyboard, 61 keys hooked up to the studio mixer. So you don't see it because I'm doing this. All right, so it said they found 11 issues. I'm going to optimize it all. Before it was more issues when we first did it. It's freed up 512 megabytes of RAM. Okay. Now, we're going to run WiseCare 365. Again. The on drive is running in the background. That doesn't work sometimes. They had a lot of problems with that. It would, I would go there, try to find files, and because right now I don't have no server, no like NAS, so I have to rely on the cloud to get files from one computer to another computer. Sure, I could use a router and use that as an access as a network storage to send things around. So the router has built-in file transfer protocol, and you can hook up hard drives to them. But that's only 802.11. Oh, that's 802.11n. That's not AC, but it has a 1.2 gigahertz processor. It's not dual core. I paid like $200 for that. That's one of those plastic Linux routers. Linksys routers, not Linux. This is still running Edge in the back. Microsoft Edge is running. It's like they built Edge on top of everything, and everything's overlaid over it. I think what Microsoft is trying to do, they're trying to do what Chrome OS does. Chrome OS to the Chromebook is based on Chrome. So everything is run on top of Chrome, the browser. So maybe they're doing the same thing with Windows 11. Maybe that's how they have it set up. I don't know. I mean, I don't use that browser. Okay, so this still had issues here. It still found problems. But then again, it did another update. So let's clean. Okay, run much faster on this machine. Now we're going to do the registry cleaning. We're going into system cleaning. We did PC checkup. Now we're going to do system cleaning. I think this thing should do everything instead of you going through all this because this is time consuming. But, hey, I didn't write the program, so this is the way it should do. IOBIT has their own cleaner. I used to use them, but it's too much bloatware. I don't want to look at ads, and I'm sure you guys don't look at ads on your computer. I don't have my things that clip. Okay, so this had found 3 items that can be removed. It cleaned it. Now we're gonna do common cleaner. That's already set up already. That take care of apps. And remember, you don't want to remove your cookies. You don't want to remove a lot of things because you don't want to keep adding passwords. And if you have complicated passwords, you should have complicated passwords. They should be really complicated, and you should have them stored someplace in case of emergency if you have to get to them. Don't use 8-bit, or some places you have to use 8 characters, but you should use the max. I know it can get complicated, but you got to protect yourself, and you should have 2-line identification, and they need to call your cell phone. Now, if you use your cell phone, you'll be in trouble. But Okay, so it found 41 files were found, and 441.35 megabytes, and 42 traces have been found. So it's clean. It cleans pretty quick. Okay, it's cleaned. Advanced cleaner, free up more space. Stuff in yellow means you shouldn't touch. So, some log files. Clean. Now, system slimming. Okay, there's nothing to clean in such system slimming. Nothing to do in the optimizer. Privacy. Nothing to do. This is only available in the Pro. Okay. Let's see if anything in the registry defrag. Let's analyze it again. We shouldn't have to do it twice. I just want to see if anything has been changed. Ratio is 45%. 92, 700. The only thing I can see is this. User default redundancy rate is 29%. There's only two that has 20% redundancy rate. So we can leave this alone. When this number gets high, then I would recommend to do it. Then we have system monitor. It monitors the system. And that's about it. We're all done. You're all done. Now you can get on your computer. Let's see if I put this in white. This is the tech channel. So you'll see how fast the browser loads Albert's Voice Tech. And what it looks like in white. Let me see if I'm using performance. I think I am. I think I'm using performance. Is this a new one? Or two? Yep, there it is. There's performance. It should be turned on by, yeah, it's turned on. But I gotta make sure under the extension managements that we do not have tab on. Okay, one tab did the same thing. So now we can actually remove one tab. I'm gonna remove it. There's no sense keeping it anymore. Why should I keep it? It's going to take up memory. Microsoft Power Automated Legacy. Huh? And on. Power. Oh, no, I don't need that. What else is still unlocked? Look at all these add things. I have 1, 2. Then this is add 2. So there's like 1, 2. So many things to block ads. But I really don't need all this stuff. Okay, so we are all set up now. And this is browser. Reload. So I help Google with Bard, and I also do ChatGPT. I told ChatGPT, I said, ChatGPT, you could be more. How are you doing today? He said, I am not that kind of way. Well, they should be more personal. And I know that Microsoft has built in Bing, former Cortana, to ask, hey, are you my friend? And she said, no, she's not programmed for that. What, not programmed for friendship? Why not? Could Bard can be your friend. How come ChatGPT can't be the friend? Come on. So what's the point of having them? All right. Well, this is just to go over this. I didn't like you to see my space. There's no need to because you won't see the screen. If I put the light on, it's okay. I mean, I'm not to hide. I'm not to hide. This is just the studio. I run a hospital. That's what I do. I run an emergency hospital. But this is all role play. So basically I'm acting. I'm not acting for a tech, but this is what I do, my forte. I've been doing that for a long time. You know? And this is what I like doing. So I created the tech channel, right? So we pretty much have everything. I also created I created a solar channel, got into solar and learned how to do solar, and built a solar generator. I have it in there, and the master bedroom. I got 2 large panels in the window. If I had more money, I would have it in the studio window too. I don't know, you can't see me. Let me put the light on. I'm terrible sometimes. I'm not terrible. Oops. Okay, you don't need this. You don't need. Hold on a second. Okay, that's better. That's okay. Yeah. So you can see. Oh, I look like you can see the screen, because before I couldn't see it. It was dark, but you see the little line going up. Yeah, like I said, I created a solar channel. And check it out. Here it is. See, you can go on it. Yeah. I updated it. Everything's updated. It should be up to date. This little thing was sold at Walmart for like, oh my god, it was like $40. Some people could get it for $6. What is that? That's I don't have one to show you. And plus, this is not the channel for that. That's a solar generator. Basically, it's a battery pack that can be hooked up with solar panels, and you can charge it. And it also had a built-in what do you call that thing again? Weather radio built in. It could run a TV. It had AC outlet plug. I don't have one here. I took them out because they need to be charged. I mean, mine still work. I bought 4 of them, so I only got 2 left because the other 2 I experiment on. One, I don't want to tell you what I did, but I want to see if I could do more with it. But anyway, hey. So I have a panel. I have a large panel in my SUV that's hooked up to the battery with 10 gauge wiring. I believe it's 10 gauge, and it has an MPPT that is hooked up to the battery. So because what's coming out of the panel is over anywhere between 18 volts up to 23 volts. So it has to convert that to 12 volts, right? Because the battery in the SUV is 12 volts. And you need a special AGM battery to really get it to work. And AGM batteries are expensive. But get this, the battery will last a lot longer. So basically, the battery is fully charged. If there's sun and I'm not driving the vehicle and it's sitting in the parking lot, it's sitting there. So you go on a trip and you're gone away for a couple of months. As long as you park the vehicle out in the sun and the sun's hitting the windshield, it's going to charge up the panel. It's going to charge up, keep the battery charged. You don't have to unplug the battery while you're gone. And the battery will be fully charged. You go turn it on, it kick on. So that's what I did. I built that. I started off with a glass aluminum thing. Now I found a RV panel that fits right in the dash. So it's like 27 wide, no, 27 long, and 12 to 13. So it fits the dash perfectly. You need MC4 adapters to plug into the panel. The company that made the panel, they were supposed to send me another panel for free, but I think it was a scam. For some reason, it can never happen. I said, you had a warehouse in California. Why didn't you send it to me? So this is the channel here. Check it out. And you can learn about solar. It's described. I really try to follow up on it. I mean, it has review on electronics, but I moved the review on electronics to the tech channel because that's where it belongs. And we have other channels too. If you're interested in chef food, I do chef cooking. So that's here. This is Albert's Voice Chef. I just need 50 more people to subscribe, and I can become a partner. I need to do more on that. I need to follow through. I don't know what's wrong. Then we have a music channel, because I make music. And we have 393 music videos, and we have about 50 of the music been distributed. So I'm all over YouTube Music, Spotify, stuff like that. The latest song is called Rough Cut. That's the latest music video. I have another one I made. I just need to put it together. and create a music video. And we also have AAU, which is I do impressions. And I did a live stream because I can play many characters, even the animals as well. So that's what this channel is about. And we also have dating if you guys are interested in dating, and that's what this one is. We have the coach channel. I haven't done anything for a couple of months. I need to update it. And the latest one is called Hi, I'm doing living alone in the U.S. Hey, telling my story. There you go. Just started doing that. If you want to check that out, there's no talking. It's just me doing things, showing how you go to the store, go shopping, things like that. And like that. I'll do more things, but just telling a story. That's all. Check out that. That's about it. Oh, I don't have the ways to get back to my channels. But that's about it. We'll talk about other things. See, in this video is just to talk about Windows and what happens when you update it. Okay. Next video we're going to talk about Xfinity. Okay. Hey, stay tuned. Hey, don't forget not to support the channel. Okay, by subscribing. All right. There won't be no nags in the screen. I'm setting this up like it is. Okay. Because nagging and putting fancy graphics in here, you guys don't want all that. You just want to watch the video. And you want the video to stay on point, right? Right. Okay. Hey, take care. Don't forget to subscribe, all right? That's all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, okay? Thanks. Bye-bye.